Hello everyone, Carla here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing my cash envelope stuffing for the first paycheck of May. I have gone through, I think, a week now without cash stuffing my envelopes, and it has been something that I had to get used to because you guys know we went from weekly paychecks to bi-weekly paychecks since I changed jobs. So that was something that I had to adjust to. So, you know, I tried to not spend so much money, but I did. Like going to work, my husband knows I would always buy like a drink from McDonald's. I mean, granted it's not Starbucks, but I would always buy like coffee in the morning just because I had to function at 5 in the morning. So I was spending money on that, but I did use my personal money. For this paycheck, our breakdown is my paycheck for 1 week at my job without benefits getting taken out. I made $500, $512 for 1 week, which was really good, but I know the next paycheck will be for 2 weeks, and that would be benefits getting taken out, which our benefits was $200 every paycheck. I think that's pretty normal, but it's a really good insurance, so I really like it. And then I also have a paycheck from CVS because I left my previous job, which is CVS. So I got a little bit of paycheck from that, and I also have my shop paycheck, which is the majority of this paycheck that we have, and the total amount that we made is $1,528.48. I didn't include the 48 cents, I just left that in the bank. And also with my shop income is $875, but originally it was $1,250 something, but I took out the taxes from that already and I didn't include that in the budget. Even though I already have a tax category, I'm just using that for DoorDash. Maybe sometimes I'll use it for shop stuff, but for this time around I'm trying not to include it and take it out before the start of the video. Let me know if that's something that you don't like, because if you want me to include it in my budget, let me know. But that's the breakdown, and I do have stickers here. I am a sticker budgeter, so I have my expenses, my savings, challenge, and sinking funds all categorized already, and I paid all the bills that was electronically pulled from our account, so I left that in there. And then the ones with the green are all the cash that we're gonna stuff today. But I honestly, all right, let's calculate. Okay, so I pulled out $875 from my shop income, and then I pulled $185 from our actual income because everything else was paid online. So we are stuffing $1,060 today. We are stuffing our envelopes today, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna start with my wallet, which you guys already know I always use this one. I do have another wallet that I might go back into one day, but look at it, guys. It's so like empty. It's thin. I thinned it out, and that's okay. I wasn't used to being like bi-weekly again, like I said, and I feel like I'm gonna mention this a lot, but I'm getting used to it. But I feel like I did pretty well. So for Mia's allowance, I am giving her $50 still, because that's $25 every week. So I'm gonna pull out 2 20s, and she still has money left in here, which is pretty surprising. And I use this for any kind of extra thing she needs. How much did I pull up? All right, I think, yeah, I need to get a 10 because it's 50. So she had, right? I think I'm right. I don't know. We'll see if something comes. I already forgot how much I put in there. I just got out of work and my brain is fried, so we'll see. So in here she has $20, $40, $60, $80, $90, $95. I am gonna take out this $10 and put it to the side. So now she has $20, $40, $60, $80, $85 in her wallet for her allowance. And I've missed like cash stuffing so much. I wanted it to be weekly, but I can't force my budget or my paycheck to be weekly. And then for my allowance, I also get 50. I just put that in here. So I didn't spend as much as I thought I did. But you know, every morning I've been drinking coffee from McDonald's, so we have let's take out the other 10 in here and put it to the side before I start counting. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $91 for my allowance for 2 weeks. So that's like hard for me to grasp. Even though I've budgeted bi-weekly before, I prefer the weekly budget. I don't know, what do you guys prefer? Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? I know some people do monthly. For food, we are doing 240. I think I'm doing 20s for this. So, okay. So we do have money left over in here, which is surprising. So let's count it. 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, and 40. And then we're just gonna add that into the food. We have $20 left in here. And I do roll over my money to the next month. For food, for my allowance, I roll that over. So we have 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, and $60 for our food for 2 weeks. And this includes grocery, eating out, toiletries, and anything that Mia would need as far as food. I'm trying to like get her more used to like solid foods, but honestly I have no idea what to give her. I give her waffle, I give her rice, eggs, some vegetables, because even like carrots she kind of chokes up a bit, so I honestly don't know what to give her. But if you have any advice, let me know. And miscellaneous, we put 50 in here. As you can see, it's totally blank, so I do use this a lot for anything and everything under the sun, because it's just something that it's like our cushion, I guess, if something is missing and like we need more money in certain categories. I just use that miscellaneous, and then I just put this back in my wallet because these are my categories that I use in a daily basis. Let's move on with my purple binder. My purple binder, that's my sinking funds, and I do have, I think, 8 sinking funds, but usually I don't stuff them all the time, but I was able to this time with my paycheck, thanks to you guys, because you guys have supported me in my shop. So I was able to fill in the gap for what we were missing this paycheck. So I really appreciate every single one of you guys that just support me over there. I do get a couple of questions on like how to start like a shop of your own and stuff like that. I'm so bad with like video requests because I just don't have the time for it. But if I can remember, if you want, can somebody remind me, like I can link some good tips from other people. I know a couple of people have made like really good video series about like starting your own sticker shop, and I could recommend a couple of people that I followed. For Miha right here, this is for my baby's savings account. So this is something that she can use in the future if she needs to when she's a little bit more older. I don't budget anything for this. I just kind of take money out from my allowance and from her allowance, like a little bit at a time. As you guys saw, I took out $10 from me and $10 from her, and I just add it in here and just let that accumulate, because I do have a lot of time until she gets a little bit older, but still I want to contribute as much as I can. And I did kind of exchange the bills here last time with my sinking funds video, so that's a lot better and a lot less hassle with counting it, because I'm pretty bad at counting if you guys haven't noticed. But I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 30, and 40. So we started this out with 300 and something when I got our stimulus. I packed this in with $350 for her, and we've been slowly just accumulating money in here as I put in a little bit at a time every paycheck. So I just really want to save up for her and for her future, if she wants to go to college, if she needs a new car when she moves out, just something to set her up in the future. For medical, we're putting in $25 in here, and I do update my trackers after I stuff all my envelopes. So we're putting 25 in here. And since I changed jobs and I'm waiting on our what do you call that insurance card, I had to reschedule our well, my husband had to reschedule our eye doctor appointment again, so I don't even know when we'll be able to do that, but that's okay because I'm just accumulating money in here. I said I was gonna put 25. Great, yeah. So we're putting 25 in here. And like I said, I exchanged my bills last time. That's why you see a lot of hundreds, just to make it easier for me to count. So we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 25, and 30. So we have 330. I had to recount. And that's also good because we've started this from nothing and now we have 300 in here. And my goal for medical, honestly, would be ideally it would be like 1,000 per person. So there's 3 people. There's me, my husband, and my baby. But I feel like that's gonna be like a long stretch, so maybe like 500 each would be enough. So yeah, 1,500 for my goal. We'll see. For gifts, this one does not have a goal, and this one gets $25 every time. It gets $50 a month is basically what I'm saying. And since I am stuffing my envelope twice this month, I am halving that into half, so $25. So this doesn't have a lot because we've been using this. So we have 120, 40, 60, 80, 205. That's not a lot, but it's something. If I know my husband's dad's birthday is coming up, we can definitely pull something from here and give him something, or maybe like treat him for dinner from here. Christmas gets 25 as well. My goal for this, as you can see, is, or hopefully you can see, my goal for this is $700. So originally it was 600, but I've been using like my YouTube income to kind of put money in here as well. But either 600 or 700 would be better, hopefully. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull 25. Got some crispy dollars at the bank today. But I really did miss like stuffing my envelopes. I couldn't wait till it was like payday. We have 100, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300. So we reached 300 already. Okay, let me recount that. So we have 100, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, and 10, and 15. $315. We're almost halfway there, and it's only May. So I feel pretty good about that because last year I was not prepared for Christmas, and that was something I didn't want to be caught on with again. This is supposed to be family time. I am adding another envelope. I think I mentioned that on my monthly budget or something, that I took out Mia's birthday. So I'm adding an envelope which is family time. I haven't made the label for it. As you guys can see, I've been really busy. I've been focusing on shop orders because you guys have been like supporting me a lot there, and I really appreciate it. So I really want to get your orders out as soon as I can. But I forgot to put the label. It's supposed to be family time. I'm gonna put $25 in here, and this is just for anything that we want to do with, you know, within our family, because my baby is growing up, so she can do more. Like eventually she'll want to, you know, have that family day in the park or something, and we can grab some ice cream with this. Hopefully it can accumulate enough money that we can do some activities like going to like Monkey Joe's one day, because I know my husband really wants to take her because he wants to go in the slide. But that would be fun. Planners will get $25 because I did use my shop income here, which is my side hustle income, so I do need money for planners. But I think I will stop funding this. I need one more $25 and I should be set, because I already bought my Erin Condren life planner, and I actually didn't have to pay anything with that. I had to pay for shipping. Yeah, I paid for shipping, but for the planner, a lot of you guys are still using my $10 Erin Condren code, and when you guys do that, you guys get $10 and then I get $10 credit. So you guys doing that, I was able to get up to $50, and the planner was $50, so I didn't have to pay anything but taxes and shipping, like I said. So it helped out a lot. So I don't believe I'll stuff this anymore because I just need 2 more budget binders or budget planners. So those are not over $50. So I think if I stuff a little bit more in here, maybe like $20 more, that will cover me, because I am out of the points. So I know I have to pay out of pocket. That really helped me out a lot. But now I have $125 right here, and it's possible that I'm gonna stop stuffing this. If not, maybe I'll just add $10 more. I don't know. But this is a category that is finished, and that's amazing. And then we have car maintenance, which gets $25. And I hope everyone is okay with like the gas problems right now. My husband said it's like somewhere in the southeast only, and it doesn't affect the other side of the US. But even then, I feel like you guys have families all over the world and you guys are worried about them, so I hope they're okay just getting to and from work or getting to and from where they need to be. That's a big deal, because right now I'm kind of panicking because my work is 30 minutes away, so my husband has to drive to and from the other city twice. He has to drop me off and then he has to pick me up, and that's a lot of gas. So we've been like pumping twice a week. I gave us more gas money this month just to kind of help us out, and he stopped door dashing because of the gas issues. We'll see how much he'll be spending on gas this month and kind of go from there. Honestly, his car is really old and his gas mileage is bad. I honestly don't know car languages, but he said his gas mileage is not the best. He has a 2009 Nissan Altima. It still runs quite okay, but the gas is our problem. And honestly, I feel like the emergency light is always on, so we'll see how we'll fix that. But I've added 225 in here, so we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, $85. And we just switched out his tires just to kind of prep for this, so hopefully we don't have to do anything else with his car and just deal with the gas, hopefully. And then for down payment for our future home, I am putting $25 in here. And we do plan to rent a house. I'm not sure how well that will be, with time, but for right now the plan is to rent. That's why my goal for this is only $2,000 instead of like a $10,000 down payment, because renting usually just have to cover the first month's rent and whatever the first thing that you have to get. But for down payment, we have 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, and 15. $215 for our down payment, and that sums up my sinking funds. That's just my sinking funds. And then now we're gonna go to the pink binder, which is usually my savings, debt, and whatever kind of bills we have that I pay with cash, which is only two things. We have rent right here, and as you guys know, we don't really pay for rent. This is just something we give to our in-laws, or my in-laws, just to cover for electricity, and we give them $200 a month. And then my husband's phone gets $40, and we just give that to his parents as well at the end of the month, because he pays them $80 since they're in a family plan. He does plan to come to my own plan and kind of have our own family plan one day as soon as he's done paying off his phone, because he just got that last year, so it's gonna be a while. For emergency fund and debt, I am putting $150 each on this. So $150 for debt and then $150 for emergency fund. And that's just to, should we call this, help us out with our savings. And then our debt is, as you guys know, we're working on the $500 left on our Robin's credit card, on my husband's Robin's credit card, because we paid off half of that last month. And I just feel really blessed that we were able to pay a lot of that with April, and so hopefully we can knock that debt off this month and we can start on the next one. We're slowly tackling these down. I said 150, right? Okay. And this is for debt snowball. So we have 100, 20, 40, and 50. I won't be putting anything with my taxes because I already put that aside. And then that's it for my pink binder. And for the last thing that we're gonna do, I'm just gonna put money in one envelope in my 100 envelopes challenge. I know that's not a lot. Usually people do 2 envelopes per week, and I should be doing 4 since I get paid bi-weekly, but we just can't do it with our budget. We're just gonna do what we can. And sometimes, like for example, I won't have enough to fill up the 70 slot. I only have $20, so I'm gonna put $20 there, and then the next paycheck I'll put the rest, you know. That's just what we're gonna do. I'm not in any rush to fill this out. Like, I'm not trying to rush it to where for 2022 I have to count it. I mean, I'll count it, but I know it's not gonna be filled all the way out, because this is just something that we wanna achieve for us to go to the Philippines as a family. So that's what I'm using this for. So anytime that I can fill this out, that's when we'll go. That's when I'll book that flight and hopefully get a good deal on that. But we're gonna fill up 55. So that's right here, and that is the teal. Yeah, teal. So let me grab my 55. I usually do really well with my 100 envelope challenge, but like I said, we had to make some adjustments, so we'll just go with what we have. So I will put that 55 in here, which is what is left. Okay, so let's count what's in here. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and $55 that we're gonna put in this envelope. And that's just something you gotta do sometimes. You gotta adjust. And these savings challenges, like, they're not really like a huge priority for me. This one is only a priority for me because it's something like a way for me to see my family one day. And our bigger goal is honestly to pay debt and have money in our sinking funds just in case something happens. So those are my bigger financial goals. And today is the 13th of May. And we're gonna fill in the color for that, which we did 55. 51, 55. Alright, so that is everything that I have for you for this cash envelope stuffing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I appreciate you guys being here and spending your time with me. Hopefully you guys have a great week. Bye!